Hello, welcome to my channel Travel with KL. Handle is at KL Wanderlust. I am your host Kakuli and I am here to help you travel the world with me. So today I am starting my section on Europe and I will start with everyone's favorite destination, Switzerland. Yes, I am talking about Switzerland today. So basically, what time do you travel to Switzerland? What is the best season? What is the best time? So I would say between May to September is the ideal time to visit Switzerland. You can of course make it late April and early October as well. How many days do you need in Switzerland? It depends. I mean, you need a minimum of 3 days maybe if you are combining Switzerland with some of the other countries like France or Italy. But if you are doing just Switzerland, maybe 5 to 7 days. So I would say average 3 to 5 days is probably ideal to explore Switzerland. So how to travel to Switzerland? I mean, can you really do it on your own or do you need to book one of the tours? I would really recommend that Switzerland you should explore on your own. I mean, there is absolutely no need to book one of the package tours or guided tours in Switzerland. It's a very safe country, very disciplined, trains are extremely punctual, it is very tourist friendly. In fact, in almost all the major tourist centers, there are lots of tourist information centers which is labeled as I. So anytime you have a doubt or you have a query or you feel lost, you can go into one of these centers and people are generally very helpful and they will help you and guide you. Of course, if senior citizens are traveling or infants are traveling, you may need to book one of the guided tours. Now the most important thing about traveling to Switzerland is that you need to book something called as a Swiss travel pass. So which gives you access to all the public transport system in Switzerland. Most importantly, the trains. So the Swiss passes can be 3 days, 4 days, 6, 8 or 15 days. Generally they come with this duration and the minimum price is around 250 to 260 US dollars. So there's first class and second class. For a 3-day second class, it's around 21,000 Indian rupees or around 250 to 260 US dollars. Okay, so with this pass, you can travel anywhere within Switzerland using the public transport and the trains, and it makes your travel very easy. Now, what are the places you have to cover in Switzerland? So I will just tell you that there are 3 main points. It's Zurich, Interlaken and Geneva. So if you include these places, so a lot of things will come in between these 3 places. So let's start with Zurich. So Zurich, it's actually a perfect city. So it's a business capital, it's a financial capital, but then in Zurich, I mean, you can explore Zurich on your own, you can walk around the place, it's a beautiful city. You can explore the old town. You can go on the main station street which is called Bahnhofstrasse. I hope I pronounced it right. And in the main station street you can do some of most luxurious shopping. And if you have an extra day in Zurich, you can go visit the Rhine Falls, the Lindt factory, the Lindt chocolate factory which is close to Zurich. So and another thing, actually in most of the train stations you have luggage storage, so that if you travel from one city to another or one town to another, you can just store your luggage in the train station and then you can explore that place and come back and catch the train to the next destination. So that's very convenient. So from Zurich, so what the main places you can go is Mount Titlis. So on the way you stop at Lucerne. So again, Lucerne is it's a very idyllic little town, and there are lots of things to be seen in Lucerne as well. You can take some time off to do a walk around the town. Chapel Bridge which is over the Reuss River, and this is the oldest covered bridge in Europe. It's a 14th century bridge. You can see the Lion Monument and of course the famous archway or the Torbogen as they call it, which is gives you entry to the railway station in Lucerne. And there are very good mountain views. There's Lake Lucerne, so that's one place you want to explore. From Lucerne station, you have to go to this very picturesque town called Engelberg. So that's the town. And from here you get access to Mount Titlis via the cable car. Now the cable car, the specialty of this cable car which leads you to the top of Mount Titlis is that it is the world's first rotating cable car. In Mount Titlis, there are lots of things you can do. You can go to the glacier cave, you can do a cliff walk. That is the highest suspension bridge in the whole of Europe. So you can explore that. And while coming down, once you are back, if you have not explored Lucerne before, you can explore Lucerne. Then from Lucerne, you can take the train to Interlaken. So, and this part, it is called the Golden Scenic Railway. So it is one of the most scenic, views, the most breathtaking views you get on this train journey, Lucerne to Interlaken. And Interlaken, there are two stations, east and west. So depending on where your hotel is, you can take the train accordingly, or you can just take a cab from one place to another. So in Interlaken, the main thing you want to do is you want to go to the top of Europe, which is basically Jungfrau. So here there are two routes. So there is Letterbrunnen and there is Grindelwald. So you can easily, hop from one train to another until you reach the top, and the last segment is the iconic Cogwheel train. And Bollywood lovers will be very, very happy to see Yash Chopra's name actually imprinted on that train. That's a tribute to him because he has popularized Switzerland among Indians so much, and it's been featured in so many of his movies. There are actually DDLJ tours which are undertaken here. So once you reach the top of Jungfrau, again there are many activities to be done. You can do you can walk around in the snow. You can have your lunch there, and you can actually get your passport stamped with the top of Europe, Jungfrau. While coming back, you take the other way. So if you have gone via Letterbrunnen, you can come back by Grindelwald. Amazing views, some of the most breathtaking views. The lush green hills, cows grazing. So the quintessential, the Switzerland panorama can be enjoyed on this train ride. The other things which you can do in Interlaken, you can take a boat ride, or you can indulge in some adventure sports. You can do paragliding, and also you can explore the Trommelbeck Falls. So this is the area called Bernese Oberland, and then you can do trekking and hiking. So all these activities can be done in Interlaken. From Interlaken, you can head on to Geneva. So Geneva again is a multicultural city. Lots of things to see. You have the Palace of Nations. Just in front of it, there is the famous broken chair. You can take a nice photo in front of it. The WHO headquarters, the Red Cross headquarters, and of course the scientific centers, the CERN, the biggest scientific laboratories, is also located near Geneva. There are also some cathedrals and the botanical gardens, and you can explore just the city, spend some time in the city. From Geneva, the Lake Geneva is one of the largest lakes, so it's known for its fountains, and very, very beautiful towns are situated nearby. So there's Montreux, so you can explore Montreux if you have time. You can go to Lausanne. So these are the things which you can explore in Geneva. And also when you are in Interlaken, if you have extra time, you can go up to Zermatt, where you can see the famous Matterhorn. Okay, so this basically covers most of the sites which are worth visiting in Switzerland. So as far as food is concerned, so I will start with the Swiss food. You get all kinds of food there, Indian food, Chinese food, European. But if you want to explore Swiss food, I would really recommend the cheese fondue. Then there's something called raclette, and there's this national dish of Switzerland called rosti, which is basically potato slices fried in oil. And the famous cheese, of course, Emmental cheese, which has those famous holes in it. From Tom and Jerry, you'll remember that Jerry Mouse usually has that cheese. So that's the hallmark cheese of Switzerland. Chocolates, of course, there are some Swiss wines also. Switzerland does produce some wines, and everybody knows about the Swiss chocolates. And here I would like to give a special tip. If you are in Zurich and you are on the main station street, look out for this place called Confiserie Sprungli. So this is a confectionery, and they make probably the world's best macarons, the huge macarons called Luxembourgly. So this is something which you must try, and you can also bring some back for your friends and family. Okay, so I hope this video will help you explore Switzerland better. So in my next video, I will be talking about some other European country. And if you like my video, kindly like, share and subscribe. And you can find the link to my other videos in the description box below. And also you can find the link to my travel blog, The Wayfarer. Okay, see you guys.